Welcome, friends. Today, this is going to be a long video, so grab you a cup of coffee or a cold beer. We're going to be printing a very cool screen printing inspired George Washington working hard for the money image. It is a 6-color. It's in process. We're printed on a Gildan Army Green, an all-made black. We got a next level sand and an all-made white shirt. We're going to print the same design on all 4 shirts. It is 6-color. On some of them, we're only going to use 5 of the 6 colors. See if you can guess which colors it is going to be on here. We're also going to be doing a little introduction to International Coatings Cool White. This is a Flex Cure white. So it'll cure 275 to 320 degrees. It is extremely creamy, very nice white. Prints through ideally 86 to 230 mesh, which is what we're going to do today. We're going to be printing it through a 230 mesh. These screens are coated today 2 and 1 with the sharp edge of the scoop coater. Those of you who saw the video in the past about Paramount White, we were doing a vector image. We talked about using 2 and 2 with the fat edge. We wanted a thicker stencil. Here we're printing half-tone dots. We don't need that much ink. We'll get dot gain here. So we're going to be printing our underbase through the 230. We'll be using a 70 durometer squeegee. Got a nice little whistle. Get behind this again. Now, I'm going to do 3 strokes on my underbase. Now, some people say, why wouldn't you just do more pressure? If you're printing on an automatic press, then yeah, you can fine tune the pressure to some degree. You also slow down your stroke. But on a manual press, a lot of times it's a lot easier to come back and just add an additional stroke. Too much pressure, we get dot gain. Way too much pressure, we start getting dot distortion. When we actually dot gain and dot distortion, we lose details. Right now, all we're wanting to do is get an off-white, a lightish gray looking color. We will flash this. We're printing our other colors on top, and we will then be using a highlight white. Those areas that we need to be a bright white, we will make them the bright white by applying the additional. We went with a thin, this is a fashion print. I don't want it to be thick and rubbery. I want it to, when you run your hand across it, to be really soft, almost like a water-based feel using plastisol ink. This artwork was created custom for us by Dot Tone Dan. Check him out at Facebook. Does a lot of cool artwork. We have resurrected this image. We did it several years ago at one of the Impressions trade shows, and it was very popular. So I think you're going to love it when it's finished. All right. So come around here. It is hot enough. I want to get away from that flash cure unit. Now we're going to be printing our gold color, yellow, on top, and we're going to be doing 2 strokes. Just enough pressure to get a whistle. Now when we lift it up, you'll see that there is a lot of shading in there. People, this is not vector. When they first start printing it, they're trying to make it solid, and they want to know, do I have enough yellow? You won't know until you put all the pieces of the puzzle together. So that's why we want to keep track of the squeegee, speed, angle, pressure, number of strokes, so that we can manipulate how thick a deposit to change our color gamut. Now we'll do the red. This is a very vintage print, so but very cool when it is done. Same 2-second stroke, just enough pressure to get a whistle. And we start seeing. Now we're printing the blue, 2 strokes. Okay. Our image is slowly coming together. We're going to come at our black. And last but not least is going to be our highlight white. These are all through 230 mesh. Now on the highlight white, it's only very small areas of the screen have got white in it. You see part of the mask around the protective eyewear and around the outside lines of parts of the dollar bill symbol. And we'll come back with just one more stroke. And take a look. And there is our finished print. And this is going to be on the army green. We'll run this through the dryer. And we'll go and print our next shirt. Now we're going to print on our black shirt. This is going to be the same print order. As we did on the green shirt. Because both the green and the black are dark shirts, so we're going to print them very similarly. When we get to the tan and the white, that is where we will start changing up. We'll go from 6 colors to possibly 5 colors. Now, as far as the print order goes, the print order is, if it's custom artwork, a lot of times if they're an experienced screen printer, it will be decided by them. In this situation, Dot Tone Dan, he designed the artwork, he gave us the print order. If you're using CAN software like Separation Studio or something like that, then a lot of times that software will give you the print order itself. This image, we are actually using a black. A lot of times, you'll notice in class when we're printing the shirts, some simulated process. On a black shirt, we're using the negative color space for the black. This situation, we are printing this on a wide variety of shirts. So we've got the black. I'm still going to use it even though we're on a black shirt. Just gives me a little more contrast. And now last but not least, the highlight white. And the same 3 strokes. And it is hot here. We're getting a little bit of. So now we're going to go, we just did the black shirt. We're going to jump and do that was the darkest shirt we're doing, black, and then the gray, army green. We're going to do the white shirt. On the white shirt, we don't need the white underbase. So we're only going to be doing the other colors. So this design will become a 5 color instead of a 6 color. There is our yellow. We're doing the same print speed, the same strokes. We want the prints to look the same, even though they are on different colored garments. We want to look as close as possible to the same. Now we'll do the blue. And we'll do the black. Now, just a minute ago, we talked about using a black shirt as a negative color space. You'll see here the white's coming through. So you could get by with this without a highlight white, but highlight white will give us more depth to our image, more pop to it. And sim process is often called the key white because it is a key to getting that 3D look to your print. And then a little more detail and definition. And there is our final print. Working hard for the money, labor of love. Now, the sand colored shirt, people want to cut the underbase out. You could and then use the highlight white, but you will get better color contrast, in my opinion, even though this is a light colored garment, by doing both of the whites. But you could cut out the underbase and then come back and just hit the highlight white for the whites to cover up the tan. But the same reason being that I want to use a highlight white on the white shirt is also why I want to use an underbase on the lighter colored shirt. Also, I've already got the screens done and they are registered, and it will make your images look more uniform on all the different colors. Okay. So here's our underbase. Okay, so we'll be printing the rest of our colors, same order, and see what our finished print looks like. Same 2-second stroke, just enough pressure to get a whistle. And now we can see our image without the black. We don't have the contrast. We'll add our contrast. A lot of detail to this image just from the black screen. And the same thing as before. You can see now we do have white here in the mask, but otherwise without that underbase, this would be looking more like the tan over here, the cream colored sand. And now we'll put our highlight white. And there is our finished print on the sand. We'll run these through the dryer and then we'll take a look and see what all of these look like side by side. So stay tuned. Okay, so we'll take a look at our design on 4 different colored garments. Here is on the white. We'll look at our lightest 2, white in the sand. Both of them look very nice, very similar. Now here we have the green and the black. Let me get out of the way. My shadow. You see the image is Very simple, very passable. If these are going to a store on different colored garments, we shouldn't have any problem with those because they all look like the same garment. I do see on the lighter color we get a little more contrast to the color, so I do tend to like it better on the lighter shirts. But there it is, the same design on 4 different colored shirts. If you enjoyed the video, please give us a like and a share. And as always, thanks for watching.